What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Pocket Cast here. So we have so many topics to cover, but first of all, welcome back, Tilly. Where have you been? This man has been hiding from us.
I took a week off, and a week off from like content. I've uploaded like 3 videos in the last 2 weeks, maybe 2 videos in the last 2 weeks, like nothing. But I'm glad to be back.
All we needed was Paldea to pull you out of your slump, right?
Yeah. Yep. My favorite generation.
Exactly. And we also have Jimbo and Suck here.
What's up?
But, you know, let's get started with the Geo Geussr, right? Geo Geussr is going to be insane because I picked a little bit of a odd lineup today. And I'll start super easy so, you know, you guys can get a little bit warmed up. But is everybody in the right channel? I don't want to hear internet. I don't want to hear my shit didn't look. I'm on the wrong Discord. Okay. Boom. First one.
Who's that Pokemon?
Damn, what is this? Snail mail?
There it is.
Jolteon EX.
I think that was Tilly. That was pretty quick.
Yeah, that's Tilly.
Alright, next up.
Who's that Pokemon?
I'd say.
Yep. I'm telling you, I got softball answers. This is softball answers right now. This is where things are gonna turn up. We're gonna see if you guys are really Pokemon
Make things
fans.
turn up because they're too quick with the easy ones. I'm never gonna catch them.
Alright, let's go.
Who's
That's
that
cool.
Pokemon?
Quackaville?
What the fuck it's called, bro?
You guys gotta say the name right.
Is it not Quackaville? If it's not Quackaville, it's not. I don't know it.
Yeah, it's Quackavale.
Okay.
Dude,
See, I'm telling you, it's gonna turn up because I don't even know the names of these Pokemon. I have to read it.
yeah.
I'm probably pronouncing that so wrong, dude. I've never heard anyone say this Pokemon. I've only ever read it.
Dude, to be honest, never even saw the final evolution of this Pokemon before this pack came out.
We should burn them.
I'm not gonna lie. The cap of my knowledge ends at like after Generation 7, and then everything else is like a new Pokemon to me every time I see it. Next.
Who's that Pokemon?
That's
Palance.
Palafin.
Fuck,
Shit,
I knew it. I
guessing
knew the
Seth got it
fucking.
'cause
I
of
knew
delay.
the. I've seen the design of that card because it's in the paper TCG 2. I couldn't remember the name.
Dude, I love this Pokemon. I tried to use it actually for a video for 3 hours, and this card is absolutely shit.
Yeah, bro. It's 3 energy, man.
Bro, chill. It's not that. It's not Grand Blue. Chill. All right, last one.
Who's that Pokemon?
Abostiff.
What?
Abo
How'd you know
Stiff.
this?
Yeah, I don't know the name, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
just
going
don't
to
know the
lie.
name.
This Pokemon seems like the Rattata of that DLC, but also this Pokemon also looks like a Fakeamon.
Wait, what
Tell
are
me
you
not.
trying to say about Rattata?
Rattatat's
Rattatat's a
basic
top 10
bitch.
Pokemon for me. I just
Bro,
want you to know that.
All right, we're gonna transition to the first 30th anniversary thing. Generation 10 is here, and Jimbo's talking about these weird Pokemon takes.
They're the best.
What?
No, you guys are all just
What's
like
up with
so
this
normal.
owl Pokemon?
Wait,
what's
what?
it called? Briffle?
I didn't hear
Briff?
any of this. What are you saying, Jimbo?
I gotta pull up the name of this Pokemon because I don't know. Genuinely, I want to punch it in the face. Every
I
time
know
see
where
it.
Ericko's going with this.
I'm
Yeah,
actually,
let him
let
bring
me
us
pull
there,
up the
though.
name.
I'll let
Are
him
there
bring
people
us there.
here who don't like the starters?
I've switched sides, by the way. I think the grass is the second best one. I think the water
No way.
I'm chill. I'm chill with all the starters.
Bro, this Rock Lee looking motherfucker.
Yeah, the grass starter is by far my favorite design of the 3 starters. It's not even close.
I don't like that shit. That shit looks ugly.
I'm excited for the lizard because last time they gave me a lizard, they fucked it up. They turned it into a.
The lizard is like looking like he has like the little lily fucking eyelashes. He's a little zesty looking. I'm not gonna lie.
I just need it to not become a human in any way and to stay a lizard, and I'll be happy.
Which one,
But if they
which
just
one are you referring to, by the way? Are you referring to like
Inteleon? Yeah,
Get
and
Quack.
I
Inteleon's kinda-
hate that card. I hate
Yeah, those are a
I hate
little
that Pokemon.
disappointing.
Well, they missed
Nah,
the
but I
last
feel
four.
like Gekwa, like if we from Trico, I feel like we might get a cool evolutionary line. I got a little bit high hopes for the evolutionary line. It's a cute little lizard thing, but like I mean, I don't know. I feel like once it evolves, it'll be nasty.
One of them's gonna become a human, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, I think the lizard
it's
is
gonna be
I
yeah,
think
it's
the
100%
most
gonna be the
likely.
lizard, dude. Every fucking do you know how many fucking freaks I've seen on the internet referring to this lizard as feminine? Like this is definitely gonna be the one that becomes human-like.
Yeah.
Are you saying this is gonna be the next Binary?
God. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Corion.
Oh.
I think,
Yep.
I think it is.
Yep. I think
dude,
that's
they
it's the angle they're playing, dude.
I mean,
All right. Let's talk about the best one, Pombon. I feel like this is a Portuguese. I feel this is like a Brazilian dog. I'm not gonna lie. The name sounds so Portuguese like.
Dude, it could become something super cool. Again,
Yeah.
just needs to not become a human. Whichever one
Dude,
doesn't
hear me
become
out.
a
think it
human
will.
Hear me out.
It won't.
Hear me out. Hear me
For
out. Hear
me-
me out. It's gonna evolve into Lysander, and it's gonna beat up everybody.
It's gonna be Lysander. Yeah.
For me, Ponbon is like the second best of the three. Like I'm just not a fan of the water lizard, which is a shame. I was like huge on the water starters for the first 3 generations, and they've just like fallen so hard from grace. But
So I feel.
Yeah.
Ponbon, I feel like has the potential to evolve into something like super fucking cool. So I'm kind of hyped to see what that's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done
mean-
picking starters based off the first stage. I'm
Yeah.
not giving any love or hype to anything that might turn out disgusting. I did that with Sobble, and I hate that guy so
You
much.
got hurt. You,
Oh,
the
I
trauma on
hate
your
that
face,
Pokemon, dude. I hate that Pokemon.
dude, I've been lucky so far. I've been doing that. I've only been choosing off the first evolution, and I did Cinderace, which I think is the best one from. I don't even think it's that good, but I think it's the best one.
You
from
can't
that
even.
gen.
Well,
And then
you
I picked
couldn't have picked
Masquerada.
right with that gen.
Yeah, no. Cinderace was the only decent one.
I
because
think
it was the only
Masquerada
one.
sucks, dude. I think Gen
Really?
9 starters were ass.
think
Skelders is the
Masquerada,
Wait, what do
only
you mean,
cool
Tilly?
one.
This is what brought you back from your slump.
I hate Gen 9 so much, and I'm so glad that Gen 10 looks like an actual video game. They've done the part that was honestly expected. Now they just need to make sure that they fill the world up with anything to do, and we'll be good because the game looks like how a game should now, which I'm very excited for.
Dude,
I don't know. This might be me being a pocket unk, but I mean a Pokemon unk. But I feel like this looks like a new set of Fakemons. Like I feel like some redditor just kind of made these 3 Pokemon and plastered it. You know?
It's because they don't have the iconic big eyes.
Yeah.
That starters
something
do.
just screams different on these 3. But I'm not saying they're bad. But I'm just saying like it doesn't feel like home.
It's also I think part of it's the 3D aspect of it. Like I don't think
2D.
Pokemon have looked like
Nice.
Pokemon since they've been 3D. But then when you see like the actual drawing of them 2D, it's like okay, yeah, that is a Pokemon. But when it's in 3D, it's hard.
To be fair, I haven't seen it.
I have.
Probably on Pokemon.com.
I saw
it's
it
up
on
there.
Cerebi. Yeah, I mean they look
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good. I'm not gonna cap.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like the 2D are, I mean, like, hand drawn, watercolors, whatever. I feel like that's where, the art really comes
Yep.
into fruition.
The stars look much better because like the gecko thing does kind of look just like tired. It's
Yeah.
like in the actual game, but then when you see the drawing, it has like way more
It
character.
has life.
Yeah, exactly.
Chat, let us know which one you guys are going for right now if you made it this far in the podcast and you didn't skip this part.
We have one for each. I'm team Gekwa.
I'm Team
Um,
Pom Bomb.
I'm
Team
Pom Pom
Bird.
now, but I think it's gonna depend on the final evolution, bro. Because my hot take is I think the water is gonna end up sucking because they've missed on the last 3 waters. I think
So,
fire
what if
will
they
actually stay
don't?
on the feet, and then I think that for some reason I think the grass might actually end up being the coolest one
Yep.
for
Yeah.
some reason. But
Grass team.
Yeah.
I'm down
That's
for
what
either
they-
grass or fire depending on the evolution. I'll be
I
down for
feel like
water
the
too.
grass. I feel like the grass is gonna be like a fighting type. I mean, not a fighting type, but it's gonna look like a humanoid Rock Lee when it evolves.
I don't know.
Dude,
dude,
I
might just
honestly
be-
don't
I think
even
it's gonna be
care.
fat.
I just think the angry baby basic is just like so funny to me that I have to pick it.
You just if it's
Do we
bad,
have-
just throw an evil light on it and then just sweep. Easy.
I'm
Do
saying.
we have like a final evolution of Angry Birds?
You have the
It might look something like that.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
the
love
huge fat
the
one.
image that Sekiru posted in the Discord chat the other day, where the thing just got like much fatter.
oh, dude, that was
Yeah,
so
yeah.
base.
That kind of looks like the evolutionary line of a fusion of Snorlax and that bird.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I'm
That's
so
peak.
down. But what are you guys getting? Winds or waves?
I'm team waves, bro. For now, until we see the legendaries.
Gotta see the legendaries.
Yeah, I've always gone with like, I don't know, like the cooler in tone, not like cooler like as in how we colloquially, I can't even say that word. Use that word.
I was like, what?
I'm like, you know, like I went with like, you know, sapphire, I went with violet. I always go with like kind of like the darker, cooler color. So normally I think I would pick waves, but I'm so, I don't know. This bird got me wanting to go with wind. So we'll see.
Nice.
I
Dude,
think
it's-
it's
oh
gonna
my-
depend on the legendaries for me.
I think they're
It's
both.
so-
I'm
it is-
team winds for sure. I feel like just the winds logo and everything, that shit has so much aura. That's why I'm.
I think
team
I think
winds.
this might be the best Pokemon names, Loki. I don't know if I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just so exciting. Like they're like new Pokemon. The game doesn't. We didn't see the trailer and go, "Holy shit, this looks awful!" Like the
No.
first time that's happened.
When those Pikachu's popped up, I was like, "What the hell even is?"
Oh, I
this?
don't rock
And
with
then-
those Pikachu's. I hope.
Oh, neither do
I hope they die in
I
the
hope they
game.
get canceled.
I hope one of them dies. I hope one of them dies and has to live with the other. Has to go on without its best friend. I hate Pikachu, dude. They shove that dude into everything. Like, what is?
I mean, I legit
Wow.
bought a Switch too for those games. It's coming out next year, so I'm ready.
But
Bro, you want to know something crazy too? It's just like I'm like kind of pivoting off this subject. If anybody last thought, it's more 30th anniversary like merchandise, right? Two topics. The music thing for Pokemon, right? Where you get the cartridge and then you put the music in that just so you could hear everything. So there's a cartridge for the gym, the Pokemon Center, Viridian City. I'm like, bro, if I wanted to listen to that, I'll pull up with my Game Boy and just fly to whatever area and then I'll jam out to that. It's just like, I mean, the box art is elite. I'm not gonna lie, that looks elite. Don't know where I'm gonna fit that big ass box, but it looks elite. $69 or something like that, yeah. So it's not that bad. But on the other hand, I saw it on eBay this morning for $200. People are buying that shit for $200 on eBay. What a flip.
Dude,
Not
all the
only
music's on
that,
YouTube.
not
Yeah.
only that too. We do have the Pikachu, right? The Pikachu glitch, whatever the icon for Pokemon Yellow, the little fat plush. So that also, there was a Twitter video this morning when the Pokemon Center opened. Dude, the Japanese Pokemon Center was a crime scene. That's how they were trying to hand out tickets. People say, "Fuck that ticket, I'm taking that Pikachu," and it looked like Black Friday, but for fat Pikachus. So that was insane. That plush is already selling for like what, $110, $150 on eBay. And like, I mean, apparently there are a lot of quantities made of those plushies, but at the same time, how do you guys feel about those merchandises that, like, in general? And are you guys gonna try to get it? Is scalper price too insane? Let's go.
I think I saw Tilly in one of those videos, bro. Like Loki.
Yeah, true.
now the
Exactly,
music
with the hoodie.
Yeah, the music thing looked cool, but I had the same sort of thought of like, this thing's big as hell. I probably wouldn't want to open it because I usually like to keep any sort of collectible sealed, as long as like the box looks cool. And yeah, it would just be like giant. Like, what would I actually do with this thing? I skipped on that. But most like 30th anniversary thing, dude. The problem is that if they make too much of the stuff, I don't want it. Like I'm never gonna buy it. Like if I can walk into Walmart and buy a Pikachu plush right now, I'm not doing it. It needs to have some sort of exclusivity to it. But then when it is like a little bit exclusive, you just can't actually buy it. So it's a double-edged sword. I like having things that are like slightly rare and collectible, but with how Pokemon is now, it's like there's not even you just won't get it. It'll get botted.
You see this
and you'll
spot
see it
right
on
here?
eBay.
You see this spot right here where I have my Game Boy boxes
Yeah,
for gold, silver, and all? That's where my fat Pikachu's gonna go.
For me, I think that yeah, I live in New York City, so my apartment isn't terribly big, and I do not have space for it. I'm not gonna spend the money on that. Just if I want to listen to it, going on YouTube.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I
But
just
Yeah, most
realized.
things are free.
I think I have a. I didn't realize San Francisco had a Pokemon Center, bro. I'm about to dip out. I'm gonna go drive down there and get one of those Pikachu's.
Yo, you are bugging. You're so like blessed. You're like literally right there.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Dude, get
we
a
had
You have to
get
go
a
to
fat
fucking-
Pikachu for your background to sit next to that.
Dude,
Yo,
Dude,
Jimbo, or
What?
or Sek. You guys have fucking Pokemon Center. You're fucking.
I was gonna say,
NY,
there's
so
no way NYC doesn't have something like.
Oh,
I know
it's
they
got to
do.
have one, but I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna get trampled by
Yo,
freaks.
Sek.
I'm trying
Sek,
to get,
if you go, you ship that shit out to me,
dude,
bro.
you know, that's probably
Okay.
dude. There's probably a line of 5,000 soldiers ready for those Pikachu's. I can't get one.
Yo, fight for me. I'd pay you.
Dude, I won't, and I'd buy like 5 for myself. Dude, just have a little army in the back.
Yo, fuck yo 5. Have 4. All right. So we got a brand new Pokemon Champions trailer, right? That Pokemon Champions trailer was pretty sick. It looks crispy. The 3 starters ended up getting their Mega Evolutions got brand new abilities, and that's gonna be pretty cool because like in ZA we did not have access to abilities, so now we have like where they're going to stand, you know, competitively. Because like of course you want to be competitive, even if you're like a casual, right? You want to have that advantage to even get that win in Pokemon Champions. You don't want to just play Pokemon Champions and lose, right? But that being said, it's kind of cool that, you know, it looks crispy. And what do you guys think about that whole Pokemon Champions thing?
Champions looks amazing, dude. I mean, it just looks very smooth. It's something, you know, I mean, everybody's been wanting, because, you know, it's just gonna be like an official Pokemon showdown essentially. Obviously not 100%, but they also showed singles for the first time, which is important because I know a lot of people were like interested in actually playing singles, whether that actually is like the same as they used on like Showdown, or if it's just like the classic, like I think 3 Pokemon versus 3 Pokemon that they do in the official games. Who knows? But I'm definitely excited, bro, because I feel like there's a bunch of. I think they also showed like a tournament game mode too, from the actual direct, unless it was just like a little thing for the trailer. But I'm waiting, bro. I'm down to Incineroar, Fake Out, Parting Shot, Rillaboom, Grassy Terrain, Fake Out.
Yeah, you're speaking a different language. I have no idea what you just said. But it does look good, and I am actually really excited to play this as well, and probably just get my shit rocked by everybody who's been actually playing competitive Pokemon games for, like, VGC style games for I don't know how long. Because I only play through like the main storyline of like these games like once. I don't even do Nuzlocke or anything like that. I play the main games one time through and that's it. So, yeah, I'm definitely less knowledgeable and less skilled, and yeah, I'm glad there's gonna be singles though, because I don't think my brain can handle like the duo version or whatever, like the typical circuit version, you know.
Yeah, I think you would actually like doubles more, because I know you like usually like the more complex stuff, and there's a lot more like complexity to the doubles, like a lot more of like strategic team building and like just strategic plays. I feel like you would actually like more if you just got used to it.
I have so much I'd have to learn to do that though. It'd be like trying to start chess as an adult and being like, all right, I got to learn all these openings. Like, I don't know.
There is a lot, but like, you know, I feel like if you want to like play it and, you know, be a how do I say, a content creator on it as well too, you know, you will have resources to get there a little bit faster than you know, than the average player, because you know you'll be playing it a lot more. You'll have people commenting and giving you information as you go too. So, I mean, like it's like the best way I could explain it is the best way I think told me. Like I was telling him the same thing that you told me. It's a huge learning curve. I don't want to do it. And then he's like, okay, too. So explain to me how this is Yu-Gi-Oh reference, how Ash Blossom works, how Max C and you know all these interactions, and I explained it to him quick, and then after, see, there's a learning curve to every single game. You could just do it. It's not like impossible, right? You know, there whatever you want to get into, even Pokemon TCG, there's probably like different combos there as well. So like, you know, if you want to get into a new game, my advice would be don't let the complexity or whatever learning curve stop you, because once you're there, I feel like you'll have fun with it and, you know, just ball out.
I mean, yeah, I'm definitely gonna give it a shot. So,
but yeah, you would like the doubles, because doubles has a lot of mind games, has, like Sek said, it's complexities. It's like you love that type of stuff, so.
I played Smogon like 12 years ago at this point. So I would assume the most experience in Pokemon battling, and even I am scared to jump back into it, dude. It's so goddamn much. Like speed tiers, all the damage calcs for everything. Like, dude, there is so much to know.
all the abilities.
You look like a VGC player. I ain't even gonna cap.
Low key.
I could do it. I could do it, dude. I could do it. Dude, the thing that kept me away is like you're supposed to breed your own Pokemon and EV train them. There better not be any bullshit. I should just be able to spawn the Pokemon.
It's a paywall. It's a paywall.
I'm fine with it being a paywall. I just don't want, because like that's actually a big thing for me. I remember when I like, which gen was it? I think it might have been gen. I think it was like Sword and Shield. I actually, so after I beat the story of that game, because that was like a relatively shorter, I think it was like 30 hours on average to complete the story mode. I was like, okay, I'll try playing this online a little bit. And then I was like starting to look up like all the like breeding and EV and IVs and stuff like that, and I was like, this is too much work just to play online with a not suboptimal team, you know?
Yep, I had time to do it when I was 13, man, but I'm not spending all that time in real life. I guess what you would do is you would, you know, play on Showdown, and then once you 100% have everything set in stone, you do that. I don't know, does VGC not have like little last minute changes? Like it's such a integral part of TCG, where the night before you realize, wait, maybe this one card is broken, and then you swap it out really quick in your deck, and what you just how am I gonna change like 4 EVs on my Pokemon?
No, all the time, bro. I hear I listen to like, I'm like really big into like the VGC like content scene, and like listen to the podcast and stuff, bro. And there's so many times where like people like who have won the tournaments like, oh yeah, last night I didn't even have a team, bro. Or like I had a team and then I swapped it last minute. And we had like we traded 3 hours.
Yep.
Got no sleep. So it definitely happens, dude. But I'm so down for it.
Yeah, I'll take a pocket where it's like, oh, this new meta deck popped up in a tournament last night. I need like 1 card to tech against it.
All right.
Yeah, so how does the... Sorry, I'm just curious. How do you know how the paywall's gonna work for that kind of thing? Like switching the IVs and EVs?
There's no real like confirmation yet, but there's like sort of hints that it's going to be like items, right? You're gonna be able to get like bottle caps, I think changes the natures, and then there's like, you know, things like that from like the Pokemon, how do I say, Pokemon in Generation 8. Remember those stadiums you could walk into, there's a lady, and you could buy all these like proteins and HP ups and all that stuff.
Okay, so there's just going to be microtransactions.
Exactly, and I feel like they might do bundles like that, and then, you know, you just play the game, and then whatever Pokemon you have, you could just like modify them with those items, and yeah. And there's gonna be a subscription service too, which probably gives you like, I don't know, a bottle cap or something to change nature. I feel like that one will be the more valuable one, right? Picking the nature that it could learn. I don't know how like the secret abilities or exclusive abilities or the daycare secret abilities would play into that, but like obviously it's probably gonna be a little bit more harder to get, but who knows, right? Yeah, I'm just say whatever I'm seeing is what I'm saying. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you're gonna be navigating through menus, and then like there's just gonna be this pop up 99-cent hot deal. Get your super special secret ability. Now it's like
it's
they're just gonna like everything's gonna be 99 cents, and then by the time you're done building your team, it's gonna have cost you $50.
Dude, my theory is the monetization is literally going to be like Unite, where like $20 Pikachu has a top hat.
yeah. There is gonna be like customization for the trainers for sure.
Or yeah, or
There
trainers,
actually was a video where they were showing off poses for the trainer too. So I feel like they're gonna add that.
Oh, like in
Fortnite.
I'm
they
happy
have
for
that in
though.
Pokemon
Pose.
Go, right? And in
Oh, they do?
yeah, you can. I remember because like I was like a loser when it came out and was like I gotta buy the fucking Mewtwo bundle and get a pose for my guy. Yeah, they have poses. They also do poses on like the trainer cards in Unite. But those I don't remember. I think a few of them are paywalled. I think Sekiro fell asleep.
I'm chilling.
Yo, let's actually transition to Pokemon TCG Pocket. You know, the game that we actually play and love, right? We got a new pack. We did get a new pack. Brand new cards. You know, I want to go over like the top decks, the top new decks that have been actually performing really well. Like within this week, for tournaments, you know, we got Belly Boat popping off. We have Baxcalibur, Chen Pao, and Meowscarada EX, Goldango. What do you guys think about, you know, what do you think the best new deck is? Like the new the more consistent best deck out there, I would say, for out of the new cards.
Well, I mean, as you know, me and Sekiro hosted a tournament through Brick City last night, and a lot of Top Cut was filled with the new Chen Pao deck, where it's like 2 Suicune, 1 Chen Pao, 2 Baxcalibur. So that seems to be pretty consistent, if you ask me.
I hosted a day one tournament on this, and the one that was super popular was Belly Boat. Belly Boat with Zeraora. I feel like that's the better
You
version
know, that
versus
one,
Magnezone.
what I will say, okay, that's how I felt at the beginning of that tournament that we were casting, but then like I don't know, at towards the end the Zeraora variant, while one made it the furthest out of all of the Belly Bolts, most of them had a much lower win rate than the Magnezone variant. So now I'm not sure which is the better version of that. But either way, like they all like kind of fizzled out in Top Cut, and it was really the Chen Paos that like kind of shined in Top Cut.
Yeah, the meta is advancing right now, so like today we're probably gonna have like one of the bigger tournaments, right? So we're probably gonna see like a real development in the meta game right now. Go ahead, Sek. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. I was gonna say I was actually 3 Belly Bolts actually did make top 8 though, so they like did fizzle out in the top 8, but I mean they still made top 8.
Yeah.
It was 2 zones, one of these eras, and not even just this tournament. I think I would probably say Shin Pao so far is looking the best. I think overall I've been seeing it played a lot and doing just really good. Belly Bolt is like that second option, which I don't know if it's going to be like the opposite goon effect. I don't think so, because it's still being played and relevant, and like it has that aggressive burst damage, which is like way better than opposite goon, where you kind of have like that gimmick of just deleting energy. But like I think the zone variant, I don't know, it's just better. It's like less linear. You have like zone is just like obviously broken.
Belly Boat is gonna be one of those decks that just scam you on the ladder.
100%, dude.
Feel it.
100%.
It's a good ladder deck, man. It's like so
Yeah.
Belly Bolt's one of those decks where like the turns, like the turn like 1, 2, 3 power spike is insane, and that's what makes a good ladder deck. So like I think it's gonna be a very popular ranked deck for sure.
Oh, 100%.
Yes.
It just depends on I think it has a bad depending on obviously the bad matchup is one of the most played. Which I can't remember. Like I feel like even Hydreigon, I guess like technically is the worst, but I don't even think it's that bad. Which Hydreigon absolutely did terrible, by the way.
I was loving it. Yeah,
Only-
the Hydreigon. Oh, you can talk about it.
Yeah, only one made top cut. It didn't make top 8 to be fair. But like overall, there was 11 Hydreigon players, 30% win rate.
That is crazy.
I've never felt so good in my life.
Why though?
I have no clue. I think that maybe just
To
has
be
no
honest,
RNG.
I think that some of the other like, Belly Bolt's just like as fast as Hydreigon, but it's bulkier and can like survive a hit. Hydreigon doesn't survive a hit from Belly Bolt.
Right.
And I mean, I think that's a big reason. I didn't look. I mean, I guess we should probably look at the matchup data
Yeah,
from that tournament.
So if we look at the matchups for the Hydreigons, they got farmed by the Goldengos and the like Renaults and like the Leafeon Pincers and stuff like that. So I think they just ran into a couple bad matchups, and then like stuff like Belly Bolt, they were slightly even in the Zera and like the Thera one. Belly Bolt and Magnezone, they were actually 1-3 into. So it looks like the Belly Bolt Magnezone deck actually might be decent in the Hydreigon. This obviously is just like one tournament, but I definitely think, yeah, I think Belly Bolt is actually like a real card, bro. I think 4 of the EX Pokemon that we got are good. I think the only bad one is Armor Rouge, unfortunately, which
It
is
does
like,
seem that way. I like criminally
That one has a lot of
underrated.
aura.
Yeah,
it does, yeah, but it's pretty
I
bad.
love it. I got the rainbow too. It looks so good, but it's just not playable. I think I criminally underrated Chen Pao because I didn't really think that people would just like
Same.
do
Dude,
what they did.
130
I mean,
on
I
the
should have known.
macro is insane.
Yeah, I
believe.
should have known it would have been good. I should have known, but like I underrated it for sure. But yeah, I knew the other ones were gonna be good. Like Belly Bolt, Meowscarada. I knew they were gonna be good. Goldingo's actually doing better than I expected.
You were talking
For
mad smack on Goldengo.
I was, but like to be
Goldengo's
fair,
pretty
I
nice.
I don't know how like it can only be so consistent, right?
That card's not
But-
real though. Still,
It has
I
that
don't
cheese
care
factor.
what you've seen in
It's-
early
it has-
tournaments.
That's
It has the
Hyro.
cheese
You want a
factor.
definition of
And what
Hyro?
I don't like about it is like I'm big on Meowscarada. I've been playing a lot of Meowscarada, and they run Metal Core Barrier, which just counters Meowscarada outright. So yeah, but
I don't think I've
but
lost to a
it's decent.
Meowscarada yet. What? How does that card do anything?
You should
still don't
check
believe
out
in it.
my latest YouTube video on it.
Or
I
mine.
mean, the deck had a lot of potential, but like so the deck kind of farms Goldengo. Like, I'm not gonna lie, every time I played against a Goldengo, I have not lost a Goldengo matchup when playing Masquerada, because like the fact that they locked themselves with a 3 retreat cost worm in the front, you could just abuse their back row and then just Cyrus in the Goldengo if they get panicked and evolve it. Or you could just like keep spamming the 70, get rid of the first evolution,
Dude,
and then you get rid of the worm. Like,
Look,
the deck
whenever-
is not that good against
whenever I
Masquerada,
go
but-
for that strategy, Ericko, they just have a poncho for some reason, and then if I don't go for that strategy, they have the metal core barriers.
Yeah.
It's like whatever decision
you
I
must be
make to try to
fucked.
win the game, they have the counter.
I think if they're not,
You
they
must
have
be
to play
fucked.
Poncho,
That's a
bro.
Jimbo counter.
I think it's a real
That
deck,
shit
bro.
has not happened.
It has that. It's just that cheese factor. It's not like top tier, but
Like,
it's
there
definitely a
are
rogue deck in the meta.
situations where you have to think, and like, I'll give you an example. When I was playing the other day, so when they're in a scenario where like they have like Pichu that's gonna be knocked out, right, and then they have a full power like belly boat they want to send in to attack you, right, when they expect you to use flower trick in the back or whatever, you could just use it on that Pichu, because like they get punished like for switching right into the belly bolt and getting that 140 or whatever from that 70 damage at the end of that turn, and then you would just swing back for another additional 80. it's just like one of those things that it applies pressure to your opponent, unnecessary pressure where like you could kind of control how they play the game, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty satisfying to play moves like that, and Masquerada has that like cheese factor as well.
Yeah, I won a tournament, so yeah, it's a good card.
No, it did.
I've only been playing Belly Bolt, so to me the card sucks.
Oh, I have been
140.
farming Belly Bolt with Meowscarada. Like I'm like 10-0 into Belly Bolt with Meowscarada.
Exact opposite for me. I roll you at things.
I think that maybe you're experiencing. So Meowscarada is gonna be like definitely like a skilled deck, and you might be experiencing the.
No, they just can't do anything because I go 140 on my second turn. What is Meowscarada doing when it can't even
surviving that 140?
Yeah, and then hitting me for 70 back, and then I go, all right, 140 again. There goes your stage 2.
You've already been hit for 70 once at this point.
No, I know.
Baby Meowscarada clears. I mean, literally watch my video. Like 3 of the matches in that video are against Belly Bolt, and they curve out and everything.
Yeah, but dude, you gotta set up 2 stage 2s, and you don't.
It's so easy. Are you kidding me? You ever see a Hydreigon player? It's so doable these days. It's so easy these days.
I don't know. I think Belly Bolt probably cooks because it's like, yeah, sure, you might get double stage 2, but then like, did your opponent really not find double stage 1 without having to like rare candy?
I don't care about double stage 1. Are you kidding me? Because
Belly
Bolt needs What are you playing? The Zera version or the which version?
I've been playing the Zera, yeah.
Yeah, just there you go. Like, I have more targets than just. I don't have to just go through your 2 EXs.
So you're gonna 2-shot my Zeroras? Like what?
I can't, yeah.
I'm not believing it, dude. I'm not buying it. Got to do a best of 5 after this.
I mean, we could.
Best of 5. See which one comes out on top. So yeah, I've been farming them. You've apparently been farming me and my tadpole brethren.
It's not even close, dude. The amount of I'll just like fucking. I don't even need The other thing is like you have to find your stage 1, like both stage 1s before I have to find both stage 2s, right? Like I just like flower trick. Like after I flower trick active, you evolve right into your Belly Bolt. Hit me for like 150 or whatever if you have the stadium, it's fine. Then I flower trick your tadpole on the bench, and if you don't evolve it that turn, you're losing on the next turn to my baby Meowscarada.
I just want to say something real quick. According to Limitless, Meowscarada is negative into both Belly Bolt versions.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not.
Into Zera, it's 6-7.
That is hilarious.
But this is something I mentioned in my video as well. Like flower trick is such like a skilled like attack to use that I don't think Limitless data is gonna really it's not gonna do it justice, right? Like the deck is going to have a much lower win rate, even if it's like actually good in the hands of the right person.
Are you playing it like Decidueye, where you're just running like 2 of each?
No. I play that's the other thing. Like I'm playing 1 Chingling, 1 Ogerpon. And the Chingling does a lot against like the Zera Aura version, obviously. Where they're trying to like I mean, one, they need their Pokeballs on like if I go first leading Chingling and you're not finding your Zeras, like that's super rough for the Zera version. And also they can't use like their new energy generator card either. So I mean, yeah, there's that. And then the zone version's just kind of, I feel like, I don't know. I just haven't had a problem with it.
Well, I do want to try it out very badly. Meowscarada.
I'm surprised you haven't.
I didn't pull. I think I have 1.
Oh, that's the other. I forgot to mention. There was one other thing. I do run I run a Giovanni in my deck as well. So I do actually 2-shot Belly Bolt.
It makes a lot of sense, dude.
I can run it. I mean, I go over it in my video, but like, so I got the script on hand.
Okay, the Geo.
So what
makes
Giovanni
sense.
does is a few things. One, if you have your stage 1, the new Florgato, the Giovanni makes it go to 40, which means with weakness you're one-shotting Dinos. The Giovanni lets the baby Meowscarada hit for 140, which is a really relevant breakpoint, but also 70, so you can one-shot the Oricorio. When you combine like Flower Trick with Giovanni plus Solar Beam on the next turn, you're hitting for 160, which is a relevant breakpoint, obviously. Like Suicune with Cape, Belly Bolt. When you Flower Trick and then go back into your baby Meowscarada on the following turn and use Giovanni, that you're hitting for 210, so you're one-shotting Mega Blaziken.
This deck sounds so much fun.
Yep,
the Geo makes sense. Yeah. The Geo I think would actually make you have a better time with Belly Bolt, because every time I'm playing, I'm like, dude, you're two-shotting. No, you're not even two-shot. You're three-shotting my Belly Bolt with your EX. You can't one-shot my Zeroras. Like, I just have all the time in the world to set up.
Yeah, no, I can also one-shot Zeroras, obviously, with the Geo, because 90 on Solar Beam.
Yeah, because what I would do is, like, start Zerora, try to get double Tadpole down, and then it's like, well, if you use the 70 attack, you know, like, that one's going into the active spot the next turn. I'm not worried about it. You're going to hit a Zerora instead. Just don't evolve the Tadpoles until you have to, and it's very easy.
Yeah. And Meowscarada, like, I know it's only, like, 10 less HP than Decidueye, but I feel like that's, like, a big enough deal for me where I'm not trying to jam healing in this deck, right? I'm not trying to, like, just stand on one Meowscarada the whole time.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm just, like, I got the 2 Leaf Capes, and that's getting me over a lot of relevant breakpoints, and that's it. Like, I don't have, like, Ericas or Lilies in my deck. I just have, like, the Cyrus and the Geo, and then all the Meowscarada stuff, and my Ogre Pond to, like, not get slept or burnt or poisoned, and my Chingling to scam with Chingling.
Yeah, because most decks two-shot Masquerade anyways. I think the only deck the healing would be good is against like Suicunes, but like you should hopefully beat them anyways.
Yeah,
I love the fact that you are like being the guy who's like spreading the Geo, because that's what I did back in the day in Celestial Guardians, dude. I was the Geo in Masquerade guy. It was one of the best cards, bro. Like for the Masquerade Decidueye deck, because like even back then, the 80 obviously is the same attack on Masquerade EX as Decidueye EX for the 2 for 80. It was so good that 90 to be able to hit the Tapu Lele's, which obviously now is like the Zeros or whatever that else. I was 90. So I love that addition. I think it's fantastic, bro. You're doing a good job.
High key, I'm kind of glad that my day one Meowscarada wasn't too far off from like the list that actually won. Of course, they played a few different cards as the meta developed, but like the Meowscarada is definitely a fun deck to play around with, you know? It's just like, yeah, you need the rare candies, but once you pop off and get that, you know, evolution, that Flower Trick is like putting in work, as in like Decidueye, you know, you don't have that one energy attack, which, you know, makes Meowscarada so much better. That much better, you know?
You know what's probably the most fun new deck, at least for me, is the Houndstone.
Oh, I still haven't
I'm
tried that. I'm
guys.
looking so forward to trying that, man.
It is so much fun.
Self-plug. I made a video on that. That shit is OP. I made 230 attack, and Klefki is so clutch in this meta where everybody's playing Poison Barb, everybody's playing what do you call it? Either Rocky Helmet, Leaf Cape. It's just like so relevant. It goes into the graveyard, boosts you up, and then you just like Exodia them.
Dude, I wanna jam 2 Klefki. Like, I know everyone's on 1. I want to put 2 in that deck.
I'm on 1 because I didn't have the second one, so I put a Sableye. Sableye actually did help discarding the cards, right? But like, nah. If I had the second, I have a lot of shiny cards minus 1 common Klefki. I had to get shared that Klefki. That's the sad part.
I'm not going to 2 Klefki because I only have 1 Crown Rare.
Bro.
I have 1 on my alt account, but on my main I have none, so it doesn't matter.
I've been seeing lists pop up that are very just similar to mine in tournaments. Like, they're running the exact same core of Gourgeist, Houndstone, Meloettas, and then a Klefki. And I'm like, shit.
Well, you can only... The whole point of the deck is to throw everything in the grave, right? And run maximum Pokemon, right? And consistency cards. So... You know, it's really not gonna deviate from that as much.
No,
it's more like the new Chandelure, but it's a little bit better than the Chandelure.
Only problem is Hydreigon. They didn't give the Houndstone Dark weak. I don't know what else it would have been. Maybe if they gave him
Honestly, they
140
didn't have a
HP.
problem facing against even even if it has the weakness type, right? But like I mean, I feel like taking out the Hydreigon isn't that hard with that deck because like just like two Pokemon, you're like one Pokemon, right? You're doing 90 damage or something like that. No, with two Pokemon in the grave, you're doing 90 damage, and by that time, you know, you'll have like a Gorgeist, right? Throwing other cards in the grave. They get rid of your Gorgeist. You'll have like an additional two from the front. So like your graveyard stacks up so quick. Once they use their ability, take 30 damage, you could just swing and take that easily. And by the time you do that, they'll just literally have no energy because like they were desperate to get rid of that Gorgeist because they probably fear you building up that graveyard too fast.
I honestly, I've not played against a single Hydreigon.
Yeah,
This
I don't think it's that bad because
I haven't seen any.
Same.
here's the weakness of Hydreigon, right? Hydreigon is nasty, and you're seeing all these like tournament results and stuff because like Hydreigon hits for 130, and you're literally taking out a Pokemon that gives you 2 prize points, right? If you put Hydreigon against a single prize deck, I'm just gonna say it, you kind of struggle. You're taking 30 damage and investing all your energies to the front row, and you put all your eggs in one basket to eventually it gets knocked out. Cool, you have another mega Pokemon coming out or something that's not really established, because like the biggest factor of Hydreigon, it kind of loses to itself where it kind of bricks. Like, sure, you could be that one lucky guy that gets both Hydreigons to pop off, but like in this matchup specifically, you're keeping your hand low because you're just like discarding everything. Sure, they're not gonna have like the best copycats on you, and the statistics, they're probably only gonna get one Hydreigon off you. So what I'm saying is Hydreigon struggles against single prize card decks, and you could just take advantage of that, exploit it really easily.
Yeah, I mean that's a good point actually with the you're having a small hand size. Like whenever I'm playing against Hydreigon, I don't care if it's optimal or not. If I can play cards out right away, I do to try to make sure that like they can't get a big copycat. I think that's like the most important thing for that matchup.
That being said, the one deck I want to claim, I posted this deck yesterday, is Flareon Skeldritch. Now, if it ends up doing good in this tournament and popping off, I'm calling this the Ericko. So I'm just gonna leave that there. Do what you will with that. And I did post up a good skeleton. The deck is like amazing. It explodes. You could hit for 180. You could do 200 damage into like weakness to fire, which Goldengo is going to be that deck. It one-shots Goldengo, and basically the worm, like if they attach that energy, even just a base Flareon attack just takes out that worm. So like it has a very good matchup to Goldengo because like you could like they're not going to have enough energy on Goldengo to pop off. And we're not playing EV bags because what takes over EV bags? Lucky Ice Pop. Because, like, why play one card that only benefits Flareon while Pop benefits the whole deck, right? So, like, I feel like Pop definitely is the new wave for this, like, EV deck because you're taking 20 damage every time you use Flareon EX. And I love the Skeldritch package. I feel like this Skeldritch has so much potential. I've been seeing other cooks like Charizard, people playing Bucephalon with it too. It's just like I love the fire archetype, so that's all I'm gonna say on that.
Skeldritch actually is interesting to me, and I do like that card as well. I will say that's interesting. I guess you wouldn't have room for both EV bags and Pop and Flareon now, but I do know that like I've seen Flareons kind of around the past few seasons. Every once in a while, a Flareon would pop up, and they were running like both the bags and the Pop, and that was super fucking annoying.
From
but
last season.
Yeah, but I guess with Skeldritch being like a stage 2, plus you're probably already running like Magbies and stuff, you wouldn't have room for both. So I think the Pop does like make sense there.
And I just love I don't care who you are or what type of deck you play with the fire. If you're gonna play the Skeldritch package, right, it's going to include the flame patch with it, right? So the flame patch art is definitely mandatory because like just simply you could put the energy on the Skeldritch, detach it, activate flame patch, boom, it goes to your active. So it's like it's always going there. Plus you're getting a plus 50. It's just insane.
Would you not want the Eevee bag so you could do plus 10 to hit for 190?
I'd rather have the field spell. I mean, the stadium at that.
Oh,
point.
you play the stadium in there?
No. I don't. But
Oh.
if I were to play it, I'd rather play the stadium. But like, what most Pokemon
Mega Altaria.
in
Mega
like a late
Altaria.
game, in a late game, in a late game situation,
Mega Altaria.
right?
Mega Altaria.
I feel like you'll have
Mega
damage
Altaria.
by then. I hate you guys. But I don't know. I
Are
feel
you
like
running any
it'll
like
have some
reds
damage.
or Geo? Probably not.
Yeah, there's
if
no
you're
red.
running-
Nah, your whole
Yeah.
damage output
Yeah,
is
no,
gonna
I-
be on the Skeldritch. Like, I mean, the deck list is kind of tight.
Okay,
You
well,
know, if I'm
actually, you
thinking-
know what? With the Flareon attack, assuming they didn't take a point prior, because most Mega Altaria decks are only taking points once they start actually attacking with Mega Altaria. I
Yeah.
feel like, at least like when like, you know, Flareon is a two prizer, so you can come in with the Skeldritch after to clean up.
Yeah, and then,
I
I mean,
feel
you
like-
do have access to like flame patches and stuff, and
Yeah.
it doesn't even matter if you use the Skeldritch 50 boost if you can't KO it because you'll put what 130 damage on Altaria. What are they gonna
How
do?
much?
It's just like, oh, I have to knock out this Flareon or I have to retreat, and then once they retreat and then try to do something else. Okay, cool. I still have my Flareon to knock out something else, and now you're gonna be forced to either bring out that Altaria to knock out the damaged Flareon, where Skeldritch is gonna come in and do what do you call it, 120 damage with its ability on itself.
I'm glad you're having a fun time because I play this exact same deck, but I use Armor Rouge, which is literally just Flareon 2.0. And I did not have the success that you had, so I'm glad that you're having fun. That's
No,
all I
Armor
can
Rouge
say.
is ass.
Armor
I
doesn't
don't like
power
Armor
himself
Rouge.
up.
It's the same thing, bro.
I don't
Yeah,
like
once
Armor Rouge.
once we
But-
saw the basic that does 10 fucking damage instead of like
Dude.
giving itself energy, we knew it was fucking over for that
But,
card.
like the Flareon, you have to put an energy on after attacking it, right? You have to like
Yeah.
charge and then so it's the same thing. You just discard like Armor Rouge is the
Flareon's
exact
cooler,
same
though.
card. No, I agree. Well, dude, the
And,
rainbow
I
for
mean,
Armor Rouge though, like low key is
it
way
is
better.
it is one it is one energy attachment plus his ability.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's kind
How-
of essentially the same too. You get
How do we not have like? Because I mean, like optimally, the best way to play Skeldritch has got to be something with Entei, I would think, just because
Nah,
like
that
it
shit was
actually
ass.
draws you
That
Ja-
shit
no,
was
no, no.
ass. I
The
tried it.
Japanese have been doing good with it though.
No,
Nah,
but
that
can you
shit
not
was ass.
like
It's been doing pretty.
dude?
it's
You'd go
been-
through your
Nah.
whole deck. Like how can we
I hate
not
that
fit
deck.
in like one Blacephalon and then just like Lucamine to it and then Skeletor's endgame W?
I've been seeing some in tournaments, and I think they've been doing bad. Is because I don't know why maybe this is just maybe my ignorance, but every single list I see is not playing Cape or they're not playing like starting plane. So all the Entes just get like one.
That's
shot.
crazy. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Entei,
that must
yeah.
be the. You know, maybe this is gonna be the new Pocket Cast cook for next tournament. We're gonna
Dude, it
solve...
does the
Entei
Skeletor is
Skeldritch.
plus 50. Plus 50. Are we seriously saying there's no fire type that benefits enough from plus 50 to
No,
be good?
So I was
Like,
actually trying.
what?
I was trying to fire a toolbox where I was playing the fire Oricorio that buffs damage with Skeletors and like Chiyu.
yeah.
And
Oh, that sounds good.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. It was a 2-pack of ass. At least
Yeah.
in my. Also,
It was what?
maybe it was ass, but maybe it was just you can't test in casuals. Where I saw like I was just facing some random cooks and like breaking 24/7, so I didn't really get.
No,
good
but what'd
testing.
you what'd you
Oh,
say
it
you had
was-
combined with the
It
Skeletor?
was Oricorio, the fire one that like buffs damage in the active,
Oh, okay.
with Chiyu and like a Heatmore. It was like a firebox that I was
Sure.
showing.
My
I was
my
just
problem is like because I did the same thing with Chen Pao. I was like, well, let me try Chen Pao Excalibur. I'm gonna make a video on it as soon as I open the packs. It's probably best with Suicune, but I'm not gonna build it with Suicune because it's like less fun. But the same way we see like no one's just playing Chen Pao Baxcalibur. They all have the Suicune in there. I think it'd be the same with Skeledirge, where like, don't really, Entei's not the best card to go with it, but you got to run 2 of the Entei to stick in the active spot to get the Skeledirge out. So then you can set up for this like checkmate thing at the end of the game, which I would. I mean, I haven't looked at all the fire types. I don't even have 2 Skeledirge. I don't even think I have 1 Skeledirge. But like Blacephalon EX 140 plus 50 from the Skeledirge, you hit for 190.
But like Blacephalon, that's too much. Blacephalon's too much. I feel like you could just run Chi-Yu in that situation.
How much is the? I don't even know what the Chi. I haven't looked at the fire types.
Chi-Yu is Fire Marshadow, so it's hitting with the Revenge plus the Skeledirge. It's hitting for 150 the turn after your Entei goes down. The only thing I don't like about this is the prize map being like 2-1, but other than that, I don't know. That sounds kind of decent. Because it's just like, it's literally, you just need like 1 Chi-Yu, and that's it. That's the only deck building cost, right? Whereas if you have like a Blacephalon, you need the Blacephalon, you need the Lusamine. And that's like, it's starting to eat into your deck space,
That's why I was trying the like a fire toolbox with the fire warrior choreo, because like you buff the 20 damage, you're doing 1 for 30, and then like you're doing 1 for 80 if you can get like the Skeledirge warrior choreo, and then you come in with something else, and then like that's why I was like trying something like that. But
I think it legit has to be like Entei in the active, because I don't believe you people that do the solo stage 2 things and pretend like you get into it consistently without some sort of draw guy. You know what? Skeledirge, Sylveon. That's what we're doing. We're going back to Ericko's list. I'm just adding a Sylveon in it.
I'm down.
There we go. Max consistent, Steve. Wait, how many Eevees do you play? Do you just play the 2 and then the 2 Flareon?
I just play the 2, the fast evolution. It's called boosted evolution, right?
What
Yeah,
about
you're never running Sylveon anymore because you have Copycat.
Yeah, Copycat fixes that for sure.
I guess so, yeah.
Because like it just becomes a useless body, and it just like gets free. It just get hit.
Okay, scrap the Skeledirge, I guess. Let's try Entei Greninja.
You know what? Just pack everything up and just like delete the game off your phone.
I think we should just play Wo-Chan, bro. Let's all bring it to Pocket Meds.
Dude, you know what here's what I'm curious about. I am curious to see the reaction of if this new Suicune variant does good, if people are annoyed at it because it's a Suicune deck.
I've already had comments because me and Jimbo actually mentioned that in the finals video. We're like, I wonder if people are gonna hate this because there's no Greninja, and I've gotten like at least 5 comments saying, oh no, it's pretty cool, bro. Greninja's not there, so we like it.
Yeah, I think it's really the Greninja that people hate.
Because,
that was the test. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, well, if you're annoyed with the Suicune Baxcalibur, then it wasn't the Greninja you had a problem with.
But remember there was the Gyarados Suicune deck that everybody loved, so.
Also true. But this list is dude, it looks fun. The Suicune Baxcalibur.
The more I look at this grayed out Pikachu, the more I want to buy it.
Dude, I want it so bad too. I just want to punch it.
It does look nice.
Hold up. I have to show you guys. Like,
are they not?
It just looks crazy.
Are they not mass releasing it?
I don't know.
I think they are.
They should.
But I'm like low key. Should I spend $100 on this?
Dude, they should just sell it at like Targets, dude. They'd make like 2 million. It's probably 2 billion, dude.
They probably would.
Wow, dude. Wait. No, this absolutely is one of those things where like it gets infinitely cooler the more you own.
Yeah.
Like one of these Pikachu plush, like whatever. But if you owned like 15 of them and just had them in a pile, like that'd
dude, that's
be
what I'm saying.
amazing.
That's why I want an army. Like,
yeah, you need an army of these guys.
Dude, imagine having a council, bro, just fucking behind me, bro, like a
council.
Be lit.
No, these guys are awesome, dude. And I saw the keychain too. Dude, wow, these are sick. I love Fat Pikachu. That's actually why I hate Pikachu, is because they capitalismed him. They marketed him, made him most marketable man.
You skinny
most marketable man alive.
Should I FOMO in for $115?
Ain't no way, dude.
If you got
it
like
has
that,
to go down in price.
I don't got it like that, bro.
It's
Or
coming
it
out.
has to
I'm
release
making
because
Pokemon content.
they didn't drop like. Did they release it in the US yet?
I
don't think
doubt
so.
it, dude. I'd be pissed.
Hopefully they do.
But yeah, going back to the decks, is there any other viable Pokemon TCG pocket decks that we kind of glanced over?
Yeah, well, Chan.
What does that card do?
So it's
Didn't pull any.
when you attack the opponent's Pokemon, their attack costs 2 more energy to attack.
It's 4 grass, 3 grass and a colorless for 90.
Yeah,
on
it's
that
less
attack.
superior.
You have to, and you have
Why'd
to.
you
do the
fuck?
whole,
Why'd you glance over the fact that it costs 4 energy to attack?
Because he
This
believes in
This
superior.
plays superior, bro. Superior Celebi motion, bro.
Just
Bro.
curve out your superior. It's easy.
Just draw
But it doesn't
the
do
rare
anything
candy.
to the retreat cost.
No, but like,
Okay.
let's
Got
just
it.
not talk about. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
count,
no,
when
you're
I
right.
first
This
made
guy's
that
awesome.
deck, I thought it was like a lingering ability. So if I knock something out, the thing that came
No,
into
it
the active
never
would have
is.
it. But
It
it actually
never
was, I
is.
beat 3 Masqueradas and 2 Belly Bolts, bro. So like, I'm farming on them.
You're him.
I mean, yeah, if they go up too early with their only attacker, and you got the Wo-Chen in the back,
Or you
it
have the Celebi.
becomes a problem.
You can go for like a 1-1-2 line, bro. And then like the Celebi just like I had like a game where like Celebi had like 8 energies,
Whoa.
bro. You just flip on it. All I'm saying, bro. Slept on.
Maybe he's cooking. Maybe. I don't know. Palmont? Did we miss Palmont?
We did not miss Palmont.
I don't think the deck is that good. I played a few of them against a few of them. Like, it does so like little attack damage, and the fact that you need that supporter trainer, I forget her name, with the green hair
Neomona.
or whatever. Yeah, that you need her to do the additional 80. It's like, cool, you'll get there once you have the that card, but
I've had the opposite, bro. I've been
yeah.
lopped by like 3 of them.
I know what we missed.
did.
I know what we didn't bring up. Weren't all of you guys high on Arvin last episode?
I was not.
I wasn't here.
You weren't even here. I'm saying it was like I think
Actually-
somebody was. Somebody was high on
people play
Arvin.
one.
Somebody was
people-
saying
people said
Arvin's gonna
one.
be good. I was like, how do you ever fit this in a deck
No. It's,
over
I've
like a
actually seen
copycat?
I've seen it be used for like a lucky
It's a one-up
pops.
for sure.
It's a good lucky ice pop searcher, bro. If you land heads, like people use the late game to find that lucky ice pop, and it's
No.
bullshit.
Yeah, I haven't seen in
Play just
tournament
a
data
second Lucky Ice Pop.
any reasonable
they'd be
deck
playing-
running
They'd be
Arvin.
playing 2 with Arvin.
I haven't seen any Arvins doing anything.
What terrorist deck are you looking at, dude? They're on Limitless with just the ISIS flag next to their name. What are you talking? 2 Lucky Ice Pop and an Arvin? What are you
Like
talking
Arvin
about?
is being played at 1 in tournaments. I don't know if you. Just
What
basing
I
it off
haven't seen
yesterday's
I haven't seen a
tournament,
list doing well with Arvin. Like who was playing it? Who are we
but
talking
look
about?
harder.
I saw it
Look
pop up.
harder.
I swear to
it's right
God,
there
I
in front of
also
your
saw it
face.
somewhere, but it does feel like a. Ah, shit! I don't
It's
know
a
what
one
else
of-
to put
you
in
can't
this
be playing 2 of
deck.
that card.
I'm just gonna
You
throw
definitely
an
can't
Arvin
play
in, I
two.
guess.
I don't see
Yeah,
how you're
nah.
playing 1. What are you cutting for it? A copycat? That's insane.
50% of the time, it's a tool, which probably doesn't help you on your turn, and then past that, the 50%, it is an item. It might not even get you the item that you on your turn.
Gets you the Pokeball when you already have a full bench. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Like it
Yo,
can't.
you
Like
know
I was
what
trying
list-
it in the Chen Pao because again I made my deck list. It was right after the set came out. I'm like, I don't know what else to put in here. I guess I'll give Arvin a try. And there were times where the Arvin actually did work out, but I have to,
Okay.
yeah, I hit the 50-50 for the item and then hit the 50-50 for the rare candy. So
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I
You
think
know
I
what
actually.
does really well? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, okay, my fault. Real quick. I think I actually thought Arvin was gonna be a little bit better, and then I remembered Pokeball is also an item card. But I wanted to say, dude, that Stadium though, that is the most fakest card in the set. That is not a good card. Stop playing it. Dude, Jimbo, you can contest. We saw that for the whole top cut. I think we saw maybe 2 heads in like 7 sets.
Dude, it was so
Bro, this
funny.
game's
One
a
guy
coin
was
flip.
playing it, and he played it like in every game of the set, and every time he used it throughout all 3 games of the set, he flipped tails. I think maybe he hit heads once, and his opponent used it. It was like hitting heads and getting his shit. It was so funny. It was so sad, actually. Like
it's the most bait card I've ever seen anybody use. I used it myself for one. I used it for one time where I was like, okay, let me put it in where the deck needs consistency. I'm like, let me put one of these, one copycat, 7 tails, immediately deck builder, second copycat, remove the stadium. It's like, just no
Bro,
reason to play it.
how bad does it feel? How bad does it feel when you play that card and your opponent gets all the heads?
Every time
You get nothing.
that card is coded for you to land tails and your opponent to land heads.
It's
That's what
like,
it is.
let me bless you, bro.
That's how I
let me
felt
bless
with
you.
Electric Generator. I think legit. I
That card
think I'm
sucks.
flipping like 10% heads
That
with
card
that
sucks.
card.
That is not a real card. That is the most bait, and that is why the Zera version is ass. The Zone version is way better, bro. Because the Electric Generator is not a real card.
I don't even know that you need them because even the times where, okay, so here's what it's been. Anytime where the Electric Generator could have helped me, I flipped tails and just kind of like got along without it. But usually the times I hit heads, which honestly I feel like most of the time you don't even need the extra energy. So what I'm getting at is like when I would hit heads, it would just be like a cool. Zeraora now has 2 energy attached to it, but I already have 4 energy in play otherwise. Like, I don't even see the point. Like, I haven't tested with the deck enough, but you might just not even need the Electric Generator. Might be better to play, like, 1 copy maybe, or use the Electrical Cord to keep energy in play, if that's a concern. I don't know. I don't think 2 generators is necessary, though. You get enough energy in play, man.
I don't think Electrical Cord will ever be a viable card. Personal take.
Yeah. No, it
The
could not
issue
be.
with it is, like, you know, thing dies to like a Greninja ping or a Darkrai ping or something. It just like negates it entirely. It's the same reason why like
Greninja who?
Passimian or whatever the hell that card was like is never gonna be viable. Like it just half the time is not even passing the energy to anything.
Who's Greninja, bro? I haven't been seeing him. What you mean?
Okay, Rocky Helmet, Poison Barb. These are all things that will KO without it being like an attack from an active Pokemon causing it to like not work. Like anything with that clause is just like it. There's too many workarounds.
Facts. Wait, Goldango with Dialga or Goldango with Earthworm?
Dude, you know what I saw was Goldingo with the Probo pass that ramps energy, and I'm like, this
Yeah.
has to be the most wrong way to play it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I haven't seen that shit pop off. At least Dialga's popping off. You know?
So
The
what
worm
is better?
so slow.
I don't know. I've been seeing higher placement lately with Dialga versus the worm, but the worm was the first one that started popping off like within the first 2 days. So
Do we have?
I think the Algo's
let's
better.
see.
It's more
Yeah.
tankier. You don't get trapped in the active as often. Like Jimbo said, like sometimes you have the poncho, but like if you don't have the poncho, like you don't get like stuck with a fucking worm in the active.
Mhm.
That's just not.
I think
doing
that's
anything.
yeah, definitely a big
And
thing.
then
So
Dialga
I'm
is
looking
hit for
on
30.
Limitless right now, and the worm is at a 44.63% win rate, and Dialga is at a 43.96% win rate.
But to be fair,
So they're
there
very
was
close.
There was more data with the worm though. I think just
So actually,
recently-
I think the big thing here to note is, all right, so the way that these win rates are calculated, ties count as like losses essentially for the win rate.
Yeah.
And the worm version is at 54 wins, 66 losses, and 1 tie, whereas the Dialga version is at 40 wins, 48 losses, and 3 ties. So, you know, it's kind of closer. I feel like Dialga, I don't know, those numbers just sound a little bit better to me than the worm version. So I think the Dialga version probably actually is better.
It just has a
Mm.
better turbo, and that's what the deck wants to do. You just want a turbo cheese. Like the
Yeah.
deck is like rogue at best, or like
I
maybe,
think
like, low mid tier.
I think both versions are going to lose to the exact same thing of like your opponent pops off and starts going very, very fast. Like if it's a Hydreigon, it's going to knock out the worm. You have Dialga, it's going to 2-shot the Dialga. Or it could have just gone like Dino poke for 20 and then
Yeah.
swing for one. Like, you're still gonna lose to anything going really, really fast, and there's no, like, the Earthworm isn't better into that over the Dialga. Like, they both suck into turbo decks. So I think they're like the same thing. I don't know, man. It's you're gonna win if your opponent is a little bit slow to set up. I guess Dialga has the problem of you going first too, because then you're a few turns off of ramping energy.
Oh, it's kind of the same thing because you should be able to tank a hit, and then you at least get two. So
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you just don't have a follow up after that. Where like the worm, I don't know, dude. They both suck.
Yeah,
I don't know why I'm arguing for either. They're all mid.
But yeah, I feel like we covered most of like the brand new decks, right? Now I feel like since we're still in that phase where people want to try out like new decks, right? So I feel like we're still in that phase where we're gonna see more decks pop up. But I predict like mid next week we'll start to see like the rise of more Altaria and more Hydreigon to see how realistic like the meta is gonna be impacted. Because there are going to be people that are just going to be like, yeah, I don't care about this. I just want wins. Like, those type of players. So we'll just have to find out in the next couple of days. Like I said, today there is a big tournament, but as we're recording that. But the thing is, we're still in that like honeymoon phase where we're still like, yeah, we want to figure out the meta. I want to be that guy, So I think that's where we're at right now.
Dude, real quick, some people are absolute sickos because why does a new set come out and your first, like, you decide I'm going to play in an online tournament and I'm going to play a deck that has no changes at all. I'm going to play Magnezone Oricorio. I'm going to try to metagame this new meta.
Dude,
it's
I literally said that verbatim, word for word, when I was with Sekiro last night hosting. I was like, that is something.
Like, it's crazy, man. Like, what? Holy Mickey Mouse. Like, yeah, dude, I'm gonna meta game this new format. I got it. I'm gonna win that $5 PayPal. Like, bro, what? Play something new. Have some fun. This can't be fun.
That's the most boring deck. I stand by this. Magnezone Ori I'd rather play like chess. Like,
it's gotta be stat padding.
Paint dry.
It's gotta be stat padding.
I'm sorry. I hate that deck. Ori's healthy for the meta, but that shit's boring. But anyways, I think that's a good segue to end the podcast today. There are a lot of things that we got to get done today, but thank you guys for coming through. We finally got Tilly back here. No more withdrawals. Now we'll see you guys next time. Enjoy the format, and we'll go over some new cooks next week.